What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, right now my short position is going absolutely crazy with some amazing profits right now, guys, from my video yesterday. Let me know in the comments if you actually took this trade and made some epic gains. I want to show you guys exactly what led up to this trade actually happening, so you guys can learn your indications to make these trades a reality. And with Bitcoin acting as it is, guys, I believe I have confirmed what I believe is a super cycle, just some epic times ahead. And I have a few other altcoins that I want to talk about today. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. And guys, I'm going to dive right into the price action. And don't forget about all of my giveaways. And if you're interested in becoming a student, head right over to the website and join the student program. Okay guys, this is Bitcoin right here. So we had a few things play out really nicely. So I just wanted to go over all of this for you guys right here. So we had several patterns and patterns within patterns playing out. For instance, I was talking about this ascending wedge within this ascending tightening wedge right here. And guys, just exactly what I said would happen happened. I said we would get the indication reading right at the breakout of this pattern. Here it is, okay? And then yes, we got a little bit of retracement. We formed a nice little double top right here, which is a reversal pattern with its point of major support. And guys, we just pumped right out of that as well. Okay, and just for transparency, you measure from the top the point of support there to the point of its breakout, and guys, that obviously was hit, but this bigger pattern is what I've been interested in, guys. But just so you can see where I took my trade right here, and yes, for a brief moment I almost did get stomped out right there, guys, but as soon as we got the crossing in combination with volume below, my mind was set at ease. And guys, I am still riding this trade for some amazing profit, guys. Just from the point of where my trade is to right now, that is almost 9%, guys. And yes, I used over 10x leverage this time, so just some amazing gains. I'm well over 100%, 150% and change. Guys, that's what this is all about. You can make money when the market bleeds. That's what I'm talking about. There's so many people just missing this boat, and I feel bad. I know my page is extremely undervalued, and I'll be transparent on why I believe that's happening right now as well, guys, by the end of the video. But I just wanted to share, guys, this is incredible. And yes, we have broken the legacy line for the moment. That is not a good sign, guys, but as long as we still stay above this major support, and we're still okay, it's definitely, you know, we're in the danger zone for sure. We have extreme fear board wide in the market. But understand, guys, that we could be in for some chop and still have a massive recovery, guys. Remember, institutional greed will push the price down as low as they can. Project yourself, you know, invested with billions, where every little fluctuation costs you millions. They're not willing to take those hits. Understand they will also push the price down to gobble up as much of your cheap sell-offs as they can. Guys, I have been buying every single dip, and yes, a few of my buys, for instance, from like the last month or two, some of them are negative, but that's okay. Understand, dollar cost averaging back into coin after the big retracements is exactly what you should be doing in what is considered a super cycle, guys. So let's see if there's just a pattern jumping out at me right here. So we do have just a nice little descending wedge here. Okay, we'll just make this nice and white. And it's very clearly being respected. So hopefully pretty soon we could actually get a little bit of a reversal here, because we're running into a lot of just pattern support as well as other supports lined up through here. There's lots of supports right here. And to be honest, guys, I think there's a lot of people that their ship has already sailed and they don't want the price to go down too much. So there's definitely a fine line here of who's going to push the price where. But understand, guys, read your indications, play your patterns within patterns to get an accurate representation of where the market is going in the immediate. But watch for the breakout of the smaller pattern, or we will just continue down the channel a little bit further. But guys, if we start to get a retracement, for instance, we pass the 7 here, I mean, I'm going to close my trade straight away. Okay, guys, it's that simple. Understanding the indications makes your trades a reality, okay? Think of the EMAs in simplicity as their own forms of resistance and support, and then combine with other indications, for instance, the Bollinger Bands. You could ride the wave, the Stotch, you can understand the major entry points out of the purple zone. I mean, there's so many different indication ratings you can do to make this a reality for yourself. But kind of what I'm looking for here is just a sideways movement and then a bust. And what that could form is, you know, a double bottom. For instance, we could go up like that and then retest. Okay, there could be several things that could form out. And this actually starts to develop a little bit. Watch for a pattern to form out. Many things could happen. We could get a wedge, we could get a triangle, we could get a chain situation. You get many different things forming out, guys. The reason I'm giving you guys this video this early right now is just to show you the conclusion of this trade, as well as potentially show you guys what could happen here, guys. So yes, right now we don't have a pattern other than this descending wedge, but guys, in simplicity, if we even break out of this to right, I'd be going long, because you could ride up for some small profits, and yes, it will be some small trade, like not a long trade in essence. But guys, like I always say, lock in your profits to maximize your gains. Alright guys, let's talk about AMP real quick. So just in simplicity here, we're still above the trend line, guys, so we're not in a horrible place here. And yes, guys, I did take some small profit right here, and yes, very small profit up here, guys, very tiny. But in reality, guys, I think someday I'm even going to regret taking these profits right here when this really shoots past, for instance, the end of the super cycle. Basically, coin wide will be much higher. So it's one of those fine lines here. We're definitely getting a very solid head and shoulders here. Okay, so as this forms out, we got to watch for this break to the downside here, guys. We got to watch for that. Hopefully we can get a nice strong bounce off the trend and get a strong movement here to the upside. That would be really good for AMP like we just had. But guys, whenever the price pumps like this, you can expect people to take some profits. That's what's happened. That's why I say to lock it in, because you're always going to get more opportunities in this game. Okay, don't get confused and think you just have to hodl forever, guys. It doesn't work like that. Hodling is designated for when you're in certain positions. For instance, when the price is pumping and you're waiting for the retracement, you're hodling there. For when the price has broken legacy line and you're waiting for a reversal, you're hodling them. Okay, you have to understand these moments so you can understand when to take profits, when to enter, and it just makes everything much simpler, guys. But that's what I'm looking at in AMP. I'm not going to go over all the patterns within patterns as well today, but guys, remember, use your main coins to do your main studying and applying all of your theory and all of your pattern analysis, and then go over the alts. But understand, with the alts, you're going to get some curveballs. It's not going to be as clear. Remember, those coins are still forming, super early stages, and with that comes a lot of volatility, and in some cases, harder reads. And guys, just real quick with ELECTRONEUM, we are nearing ELECTRONEUM's last line of defense. Okay, this purple line down here is its last line of support. Okay, guys, so a lot of people have been asking me, what should I do in this time? If I bought up here, if I've accumulated here. Guys, you're in the same boat as me with my hodl position now. Remember, when we broke that last line, we were in hodl territory. There's a very strong chance we can get a bounce here. It would be a very bad sign if we don't, guys. I won't lie. And to be honest, if it looks, really bearish, like we're going to break down through there, I will take even more profits to then just rebuy even lower, just for transparency, guys. And I know that's not something a lot of people want to hear, but remember, I did take small profits at the top, very small, riding a lot of basically free ELECTRONEUM at this point. And when I say free ELECTRONEUM, guys, I mean millions of ELECTRONEUM. So that's what I'm talking about. You get in at the right times, you can maximize your profit by nipping it, understanding the graphical analysis. And then when things start to retrace like this, for instance, as the mini bear market begins, so we're in now, you can almost expect this retracement. Okay, I'm just measuring this out, guys, but as you can clearly see, we've been working this wedge since the 6th. Okay, I put this out 19 days ago, guys. 19 days ago, guys. We're still just working this wedge, and we're getting a lot of fake outs, guys. I won't lie. We're rolling over, rolling over, rolling over. That's what this line is here. Okay, we've just been consistently rolling over. But guys, if the volume could come into the market, notice we do have a peak of volume right here. Okay, that's a good sign. Just like right here, we had a little bit of a peak of volume, but not too much movement, guys. That's because the market capitalization on ELECTRONEUM is low. As I've always said, guys, this is an infancy stage coin. It's going to have major pumps, major dumps. Do not confuse it with a pump and dump scheme. It's totally illogical. Okay, pump and dump schemes are very clear. In an infancy stage, you're going to get massive volatility. Okay, guys, that's what we've been seeing. When you see a coin fluctuate, 1,000%, then drop 1,000% just really fast, and it without any hype, without anything going on, guys, how is there pump and dump? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so just understand the infancy stage. That's what we're in, and with that becomes big pumps. For instance, say like even just one or a few investors get in, the price will spike. So guys, understand that might have been what happened involving all the hype. And I think as long as we can hold this line, that's a good sign. But guys, just for transparency, if we break this, I will take even a little bit more profit, because we need a even stronger reversal to get back. I mean, the last line that we were at before is way up here. Okay, technically we've already gone through 3 different major supports here. So, you know, this is definitely what would be considered the last line of defense here, guys. Okay, so we call this the last line. Okay, so a reversal is still necessary from the last line, but guys, if we break this one, I mean a total trend reversal. And again, go to the higher time frames to really get an accurate representation. And you guys can clearly see, you know, we have to get way back up here to even be considered where we're at. When we broke this plane right here, that was not a good sign. But if we break the bottom here, guys, that's a very, very bad sign, guys. I won't lie. My buys are right here, just for transparency, guys. So for instance, I took some profit right up in here, very small profit, guys, but enough to get it, you know, a big majority of my coin free. But at this point, like I said, ever since we broke way up here, I've been hodling. Okay, hodling. We'll move sideways, and I think we will get another mimicking motion where we will surpass this high. Guys, it's just going to weed a bunch of people out. And it's interesting. I remember my page last time this was happening, as we were getting into this phase. A lot of people commenting, weeding others out. Don't be that guy. Don't be influenced by that guy. Okay? Don't let other people sort of steal the show, so to speak. Okay? They don't know what they're doing. They haven't made, you know, let's just say even $1 million in crypto, most of them. Okay? So understand there's a big difference between commenters and influencer, especially me, guys. I'm never going to do clickbait. I really want you guys to understand that. I've already made it in life. You know, I'm already in a good place, and I want to give back, so this is why I do what I do. So guys, just remember, if we want to get back above the major resistances, flip them into support, and even just in the EMA is a good way to read that. But play your patterns within patterns to get an accurate representation where the market's going in the immediate. And guys, that's all the time I have for today. These are pretty wild times in cryptocurrency. The extreme fear is gripping the market right now as we break down into the low 30s again. Are we going to break below $30,000 again? To be honest, guys, I'm fine with either way. If it goes down more, I get some more cheap coin. If it goes up, my bags are basically packed. But the beauty about crypto is its stages. Okay, so not only understanding cycles, but the stages. Okay, so think about gold. You know, it didn't get a lot of hype or even high market capitalization until almost after 40 years of existence, or at least in the market. Okay, so that's what I believe is the same thing that's going on in crypto. We have 40 years for a lot of profit. Yes, we're only about 12 years in. That's why I'm always saying, guys, we are the new age elite. Anyone involved in crypto at this point will yield some massive profits even on a simplistic level. Okay? The beauty of what I'm doing here is I'm teaching you guys to maximize your profit even when the market bleeds. So for instance, you know, shorting the market on the way down, leveraging your trades so you can make expedited profit, guys. And that's the reality of my student program right now, guys. And I have just so much good things to report about it, guys. That's why I'm emphasizing it every single video now at the end. I really want you guys to understand that if you want to actually discover financial freedom, we have a very high success rate among the group. It's just been a pure place of joy for me and many others. And to be honest with you guys, I'm just making a lot of friends. I have never gotten this good of feeling from something other than like my kids being born or getting married, you know, something obvious that should be amazing. But guys, seeing you guys all do so well in my program is just what makes this all work. If, for instance, people were coming to my program and just failing out left and right, I mean, this would be dead already. It wouldn't work. Guys, when you're following someone that's trading actively all the time, it makes things so simple for you guys to see. And the reality in my experience is when you meet someone better than you, it's very rare that they want to take their time and help. So understand what I'm doing here for you guys. You know, it's the utmost of service here. It's the best thing you can imagine if you're really wanting to learn how to take your finances into your own hands, guys. I remember the day when I took mine into my own, and I have never looked back. I never will. And yes, that sometimes leads you in a place where you have a lot of pressure on you, and you know, the decisions are all on you, so to speak. That's fine. What do we do as family leaders? We provide for our families. And in turn, that means sometimes we're going to have a little pressure, a little stress. It's making ourselves strong that enable us to handle these situations with the utmost of confidence and leave a legacy for our families through our learned material and our craft. Okay, guys? If you want to learn to trade like a professional, reach out to us today at bitcoindeathstar@gmail.com. My buddy Mitch will be happy to send you your onboarding email, or you can go right over to the website and get signed up, guys. You can pay through PayPal, Venmo. You can even book your appointment straight away if you're paying with crypto. But guys, it's just incredible right now. There's so many people benefiting from my program. It's just something you actually have to experience at this point. I don't expect any of you to understand until you get designed. It's like that. I've had people come from trade schools and are just blown away with the replication that they can actually make the trades after my teachings. And guys, it's just been the most rewarding thing. So I really want you guys to hear that. I'm basically filled up for this coming month. I maybe have one more spot left or something. But guys, I really want you to hear this. This is something you must experience if you really want to take your finances to your own hands. Understand, you could go to trade school and really just lose all your money or waste your money. There's no guaranteed success right there. There's no one-on-one absorption. You're in a group setting, guys. You're rolling the dice. Don't do that to yourself. The world is not designated for us to just make it nowadays. It's designed for the few that chirp out. With one-on-one attention, you're getting a more guaranteed absorption rate. It can make somebody who's not a strong student a strong student. That's the point. And guys, that's why so many are doing so well. And again, I am happy to report I believe it's 100% success rate right now. No one has, for instance, lost money or gone down in money past their profit. And guys, that's just incredible. I can't stress enough. If you want to discover your financial freedom, reach out to us today. And remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.